No one tells you there's another version of love besides the one they've brought you up on. Unless you've been unlucky enough to experience toxic love at a young age, you go on boxing it inside of a certain shaped container that sits on a certain surface that lays under a specific light. When you finally get a little bit of courage, you go chasing that same light you feel inside of you, and you pour it into another person. And you keep chasing it because it feels good. It feels fucking good. And everything is blooming. Everything around you is prettier. And anything you eat is laced with sugar. The faults of the world suddenly don't hurt as much. And you can't sleep because you're too excited for reality. Then one day something flips. And the love meter on your end has gotten too high, too risky. You have reached your ultimate capacity. Because now we care. Now there's too much to lose. Now we must hold on before it gets away from, slips through our fingers, and disappears into the night. And everything your gut tells you about this other person makes your feet want to get up and run in the other direction. But you can't. You can't because your heart has chosen residency inside of another person. Until you realize there's no roof. The door is unhinged and the floor is decaying with mites. But your heart tells you different. It tells you that you love them. You love them, and that should be enough. So you stay. And you pay. And the longer you stay, the more that you pay. Until you're emotionally bankrupt. Then with the little bit of light you have left, you go chasing the darkness and you fucking catch it. And you keep chasing it because it feels bad. But it feels good to know you might catch a glimpse of what was. But you're not chasing. You are hunting. You are hunting for the light you saw in the beginning, which you likely don't realize was coming from you. And when you do realize it, it's too late. With the little bit of light you have left to give, you give it to them in hopes it will draw them a halo and wings and everything will be fine. But the light that you give them, they will use against you. They will use as a throne to draw in someone else that's just like you. You'll start to realize that some of that light that you saw in the beginning was from the one that loved them before you. And that hurts even worse. And everything gets dark. You drink the poison from the spoon. You watch your reflection in their eyes turn into a withering daisy or rose or sunflower. You can't eat because you are dying. The faults of the world suddenly feel like your own, and you can't sleep inside of your own reality. So you eat the poison. And you reach for the adrenaline on the nightstand. Your last bit of dignity to text them or block them. And depending on which way you go is how one story begins and the other one ends.